Hi guys, my name is Anya Deva, and today I would like to talk about how to get an unlimited popularity with women. To be loved, adored, admired by thousands of women. What would it take? What would it take for women to see how amazing, how powerful, how loving, kind, smart, strong, sexy you are? How to be in such a way that women would just be curious about you. They would want to know you better. They would want to discover you. They would want to get close to you, to really know you better and deeper and intimately. Do you think men like this exist? Who just by being can mesmerize all the women around them, who would walk through the streets and women rip their clothing off just because they want to have a piece of your clothing, because they know that you are so amazing and they probably don't even have a chance, but they want to have a piece of your shirt. You probably know people like this, you know, some superstars, some singers, some, of those amazing guys on stage, right? Well, they're regular guys. They just presented themselves from the point of their greatness. And so everyone got to see their light and their glory and their power and their love and their passion, because they showed it, right? They showed it to everyone and they weren't shy about it. So, rule number one, very important. For women to see how passionate, how mesmerizing, how sexy, how glorious, how amazing you are, you have to see yourself like this first. And there is no way around it. You have to believe this, and you have to connect with this in yourself first. When you know it, all others around you will also know it. If you know how great you are and you know it about yourself, then you will have nothing but a good vibe. And people naturally attracted to good vibe. If you feel good about yourself, other people will feel good about you and they want to be with you because it feels good. Another thing you'd have is confidence. And there is a difference between confidence and arrogance. And what is this difference? Confidence is when you know that you are amazing, that you're good, that you are powerful, that you're kind, that you, any of these wonderful qualities that you want to be, that you are it. When you know it, then you're confident. Arrogance is when you trying to prove to others that you are a person, high quality person like this, but you're not really sure yourself. In every moment you're making a choice, a conscious choice, or sometimes unconscious choice actually, most of the time, to feel like a powerful being of light or like a meek loser. And if your name was meek loser, change your name. You see, becoming conscious about these choices in every moment is what makes a huge difference. So really what we need to do is wake the fuck up, right, to our own unconsciousness and become conscious of how we feel and how we see ourselves, of our self-image. Rule number two, very important. Keep clearing your garbage. And by garbage, I mean that emotional baggage of these unworthy programs that's running you, that's no longer serving you to really protect you, but you're still protecting yourself from some invisible fears that you learned when you was between the age of 1 and 7. So anger based on fear, arrogance based on fear, the shyness, based on fear of rejections and all these other fears that you carry in your survival mode. So the way to clear them is to become conscious of how you feel, connect with your feelings, and in every moment when you feel that jolt of that fear, that yucky feeling, choose to be free of that. Choose to let go and choose to connect with your light and greatness. Choose to think high of yourself all the time. And that's very important, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're full of baggage, emotional blockages, then you will attract a woman with the same garbage. So your garbage attracts garbage in others. So you guys cannot see, you can show it to each other. So in those painful, traumatic relationships, when you're really not attracted to each other, but to the garbage, you know, that magnetic garbage in yourself, in a way, it's a good thing because you get to see your own garbage in your partner, because she is a reflection of you. So don't you ever complain about your partner. Instead, point the finger in your direction and say, how did I attract that? And how is this in my life? And how do I work it away from me? And if you clear, your partner will clear also. You will help her to clear. If you're together, or that person will leave your life and you'll find another person. Because you will no longer be attracted to a person with that particular garbage or baggage, a better word. Very important. Rule number 3. Take responsibility for your environment. Take responsibility for creating your environment. Take responsibility for your own vibe and for creating deep connection with the woman that you want to connect with. And I emphasize emotional because emotions are the language of the body. So if you want to connect with her physically eventually, first you need to address the emotions. And to connect with someone emotionally, you probably already know what I'm going to say. You first need to learn how to feel your own emotions instead of ignoring them, stuffing them down, thinking it's a girly thing, it's not a masculine thing to feel anything. Oh no, oh no. It's very important because this is how you connect with women, deeply. Connection means you're not afraid to look deep, really deep, into her eyes and to dive into her ocean, bottomless ocean. It's always wet, you know. And again, to be able to dive into her ocean, you first have to learn how to dive in your own, because you can go as deep with someone just as much as you can go deeply with yourself first. So I would say practice meditation. That's a wonderful exercise to go deep. Go deep, meaning that your connection will be magical, miraculous. It's an invitation, and she most probably will take the invitation, because you'll become like an Aladdin, taking the princess for the ride on the magic carpet. And who would say no to that? I want it. Okay, suggestion number 4. There's no rules anymore. There are no rules. What the fuck? You can do whatever you want. Ground yourself. Ground yourself, because that energy of earth feels stable, secure, delicious, warm, like a big hug. Stability is what a lot of women want in men. They want to feel stable and secure with you so that they can relax. They want to feel like you are the mountain that they can just lean on and enjoy themselves and don't worry about things. And you're gonna love this one because I'll tell you, don't work so hard. Oh my God, don't work so hard. You're working way too hard. You're working way too hard at being or trying to be smart, powerful, spectacular, amazing Superman that you already are. So just be it. Just be it. Just be. And then connect with her soul. Her soul has the body, so if you want the body, it's her decision of the soul to give you the body or not. So connect with her soul. Connect with her spirit. From your spirit, from here to her crown chakra, right? Connect, say hi. The angelic being. And that way you will find not just any woman, you'll find soulmates. Soulmates. So then the sexes are the most amazing thing that you can imagine. Yeah. And you want the best because you're the best, right? And that's how you can get the best. Step into your masculine young nature. You've heard of like yin and yang, the masculine feminine principles? Well, really connect to your masculine principle. What does it feel like? What is it to be the masculine principle of the universe? Because if you embrace that in yourself, then yin, the feminine principle, is always in love with yang. And yang is always magnetically attracted and in love with yin. They're the opposite sides of the magnet. You don't have to work hard on trying to attract the opposite side of a magnet. It just happens naturally. Who needs to work on this? So, embrace your masculine, because that will make it so much easier to attract all the feminine. And let me tell you something, all this advices and suggestions are also applied for women. Women have to do exactly those steps. Stepping into their greatness, connecting with themselves, clearing themselves, taking responsibility for creating their own environment, internal environment and external, and as within, so without, as we know, right? First, we need to work on internal environment to create our external. And if there's something wrong in your external environment, something that you don't like, oh, you know that you have to look where? There. Clear the garbage, right? And connect with other creatures on a soul level before you attempt to grab the body and squeeze it and make love to it and all that other stuff, because that will happen naturally. Passion arises, love arises from us. Light arises, all this good feeling arise because they're natural of who we are. We don't have to work or pull them out. They arise when, an arousal arises when we clear the garbage from its way, because natural state of men and women to be connected, magnetically attracted to each other and be in love with each other, right? And the chemistry thing can be figured out and smelled, and you know, there's so many possibilities. So I hope that helps. I hope you do that work with yourself and enjoy this world so much more, because it is truly a beautiful world. Namaste.